YouTube, Above Average Cody here, and we may finally be on our way to Call of Duty actually releasing a good game. I know, I really didn't think I was going to say that sentence ever again. And no, this is not one of those videos where we just hype up the new Call of Duty, it releases, and then it's trash, and we never play it again or talk about COD again until the next game, guys. Mainly because I have not had fun on a Call of Duty in quite some time, at least not for a long period of time, so I've frankly just altogether lost hope, but Treyarch may finally be here to save us. And the first thing is the content around the beta. I want to put this first right off the rip because you'll always get the clips of the pros frying and the good gameplay clips, but we are getting some grade A comedy, just overall content from this beta. We're not even in the full release yet. It takes me back to Black Ops 1, that guy that used to trap people in corners and then talk to them the entire game while they're trying to get out. But we have the meat shield mechanic where you can literally come up behind an enemy, grab them, and use them as a human shield to block bullets. And on top of that, you can prox chat with them while you're holding them. I'm not going to get into the funniest clips that I have seen on Twitter and Instagram, but guys, trust me, it is not quite appropriate for me to talk about, but it is absolute comedy. And on top of that, guys, Omni movement, the ability to sprint, to slide, to dive in any direction you choose is a monumental breakthrough that should have happened 20 years ago. It feels fantastic, and let me tell you, there are some demons out there in matchmaking, y'all. And on top of that, there's some crazy clips that have already been hit with snipers and just everything of the sort, guys. So the content around the game is really great, and to see it being around new mechanics is just mind-blowing here in 2024, because let's be real, games try to put out all this new stuff and just force-feed it down our throats, and it's usually pretty bad, and we don't see anybody, A, use it, or B, just it doesn't look good, it doesn't work good, and it's just impressive to see content being made around some of the new mechanics in the game, which the new mechanics, guys, gameplay-wise, are really, really great. It's actually not that hard to take somebody as a meat shield. It's pretty useful. It's super humiliating to your enemy or yourself if you're the one being human shielded. And then, of course, guys, Omni movement. Like I said, I can't believe it took this long to make it into a game like Call of Duty. It feels natural. It's more realistic in terms of I can move faster in any direction in real life, so why can't I in game? And it just feels really good, and I hope that we either A, see more games kind of go this route, or at least see it stick around in Call of Duty for the foreseeable future. Now, next up, guys, I want to bring up probably one of the hottest topics in gaming, at least where most of the player base is on controller. Supposedly Activision nerfed aim assist. I don't know exactly how, in what way, or what wording they said they were going to do it, but you can actually feel how aim assist isn't doing 100% of the aiming for you, because in many games nowadays, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, on controller, if you do that little wiggle left to right with the left stick, the aim assist is gonna do more than just grab the enemy. It's going to aim for you, but it is a little bit easier in this game than other recent CODs to pull your aim off the enemy, and I think that's really all I need to see from my point of view, which generally probably means other people, especially people that rely on a lot of aim assist, are maybe going to struggle a bit more this year, but I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on that one down in the comments, especially if you've played the beta. Next up, guys, I got to bring up the price. You can literally get this game free on Game Pass, because if you are like me and many of my friends, you are sick and tired of paying $60, $70, or if you're an upgraded edition type of fella, $100 on these games that are frankly just, they don't feel like complete games. They're pretty crappy overall for a full release game, let alone a game you just spent a couple hours of work on, let's be honest here. So the fact that you're able to play this for free on Game Pass, including the beta, is just a massive W all around, whether you like the game or not. And next up, guys, the beta is actually pretty long. There is a substantial amount of time they are allowing us to play this game. We're actually still in the middle of early access weekend here, which is pretty interesting because I played a lot this weekend with the homies, and I'm like, damn, I kind of want to keep playing. It sucks that it's going to be ending on Monday. and they told me it was live till Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and I'm like, what? That is the longest early access COD beta I have ever seen. And not only that, it goes down for Thursday and then is literally coming right back Friday for the open beta. So there's a lot of beta to play. They're gradually adding all 8 of the maps they promised us. There's a few different game modes to play, but it's pretty much what you'd expect from a normal beta. But it feels like it has more content than normal. It feels longer than normal, and I think those are really great. Again, these are things that are good whether you like it or not, and it's something that I never thought I'd be talking about in a positive tone around the Call of Duty franchise ever again here, guys. And this brings me to the next point. The game is really fun, and it feels like a Black Ops game. Now, no matter how you feel about the Call of Duty franchise, I'm pretty sure the Black Ops games rank somewhere near the top of your list, whether you're a fan of them primarily or not. But this game feels very Black Ops. The map design, the colors, the gun play and sounds, the movement, everything just feels like, I mean, the end game screen, which I think hasn't been in since Black Ops 4. We have emotes. Everything feels very Black Ops. And guys, this game is fun. That is pretty much just the summary of it all. Normally, I play these most recent betas, guys, and I get to the max level for the rewards, right? And then I don't play another minute. And then the full release comes out. I get my beta rewards. I play it for a week to a month. And then I never touch it again because it wasn't that fun to begin with. I'm just playing it because it's Call of Duty, and I used to love Call of Duty, so that means I must love the recent games, right? That hasn't been the case, but so far, guys, I got to level 20, I think, on Saturday, and I just wanted to keep grinding. I want to try out the other guns. I've been doing kill races with the homie. I want to try the new maps that have been getting trickled in. I want to play on the open access beta and get to level 30. I want to do it all with this game, but it's only a beta, and there is a lot to be said about that. The worst part is we have to wait till October for the full release. Maybe that's why they did a longer beta, because we have such a long wait. But guys, I really can't get enough of this beta. So again, I'm not going to say they've knocked it out of the park because the game has not released yet, because obviously, I mean, we don't know. We could still go through the cycle of me playing it 1 week to a month and then getting sick of it. There's a lot they can still screw up, but there's also a lot they can fix, guys. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of negative onto this video because I do want to say the maps, although I say they feel like Black Ops maps, they're traditional 3-lane maps. The big satellite in the center of the map, as you can see in the background here, is pretty top notch. They aren't that great. The maps really aren't amazing. They don't play like anything special. The colors and the visibility are kind of okay compared to recent years, but just nothing really stands out. And I said this about, I'll use the example from XDefiant, guys. I played XDefiant, and the maps felt memorable to me. I don't feel that way about these 3 maps. And I should say 4. I believe there's 4 full-size maps in the beta now, but none of them are really that great. The one they just added, I can't remember the name of it, but the one with the stores in the center, it plays really bad compared to the other 3. The first 3 are good. Skyline's really fun too. Fantastic map, great colors. Well, I won't say fantastic map. It's the best of the 4. And then I will say the spawns are pretty bad overall in the beta. You got people spawning on top of you. You got people spawning on the other. You got your team spawning on the other side of the map when it feels like they should be spawning on you. And things just don't really make a lot of sense. And then on some maps and modes, the spawns don't flip at all. So I hope to see some work done with the spawns and maybe a few other things. But overall, guys, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun. The game's running pretty good, shockingly, for a beta. I think I said this in my last video. This was one of the best looking betas I think I've ever played. And then I'm loving all of the content I'm seeing from just about every creator out there, with not only the comedy stuff, but also the crazy plays people are hitting with the Omni movement. So guys, again, I didn't want this video to sound like me just over-gassing a beta and then possibly having the release flop. But I'm going to hope that this is maybe me possibly overhyping the beta, and then maybe the release actually living up to the hype for probably the first time in, 5-6 years now with the Call of Duty franchise. I don't know, guys. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how much fun I've been having on this beta, guys. Let me know all your thoughts down below, but subscribe, like, we got them channel memberships, and super thanks down below. If you'd like support monetarily, it helps me out a lot as a content creator, but please don't feel like you have to. But alright, guys, this one's longer than I want it to be, so thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.